your love, I can't get satisfaction. Oh, little girl, psychotic reaction. And it feels like this.
Hey vinyl community, it's Michael. Welcome back to Near Wild Heaven. Today's video is going to be another 15 random pulls from Discogs. And what's playing in the background, this is Psychotic Reaction by the Fire Escape. Like exploitation, psych-exploitation album. Came out in, I think, 1968 or 1957. But the song playing is Psychotic Reaction. So there you go. Really good stuff. Fire Escape, Psychotic Reaction. So let me turn this down. Okay, like I said, today's video is going to be 15 random pulls from Discogs. I don't know, it was kind of a cool thing to do, I guess. But also, before I start, I would like to say thank you to everyone who watched my video from 2 weeks ago, albums I like to listen to when I'm high. I got a really good response from that. I got over 1,000 views in 2 weeks, so that's pretty good. So thanks so much for that. And let's just get started here. First up, this is Todd by Todd Rundgren from 1974. This album's pretty good. I was a big Todd Rundgren fan in the mid-70s, and this is one of my favorite albums at the time. I mean, I still like it, but not as much as I used to. But yeah, there's some great songs on here. Dream Goes On Forever is really good. Drunken Blue Rooster, Number One Lowest Common Denominator, that one's really good. Really kind of a heavy sound to it. And Heavy Metal Kids is really good. But yeah, great album from Todd Rundgren. This one, the album he put out before this, A Wizard, A True Star, came with a little postcard, and you would fill it out and send it in. And on this album, it contains a poster, and on this poster is everyone who sent their name in is on this poster. And my name's on this poster. I did send it in. I can't show it to you because it's too small, but yeah, I did that 50 years ago, and it's on here. But kind of cool idea, I guess. You know, now I have bragging rights. I can say, oh, my name's on a Todd Rundgren album. So yeah, there you go, Todd, from 1974, 2-record set, really good stuff from Todd. And up next, this is Opal, their first album from 1969. But yeah, pretty good stuff. They do an instrumental version of You Really Got Me that's really good on here, and they do a cover of a Sonny Bono song called Laugh at Me. is pretty good. All of this is really good. Rock and Roll Queen, Rabbit Foot and Toby Time, Half Moon Bay, Wrath and Roll. Pretty good stuff from Mott the Hoople. Their very first album, self-titled. I love that MC Escher drawing there on the cover. Really good stuff. So there you go, Mott the Hoople. Their first self-titled album. Up next, this is them, Now and Then. This is one of the albums that they made without Van Morrison. I think this is the third album they did without Van. Came out in like 1968, I believe. But yeah, it's really good, really psyche, trippy. They were definitely changing their image after Van left. Not so much the like standard blues numbers and stuff that they did, but expanding more into the psychedelic realm. But really good stuff from them. Now and Them. Some of the good songs on here are Witch Doctor, What's the Matter Baby, Truth Machine, Square Room, You're Just What I Was Looking For Today, Dirty Old Man at the Age of 16, Nobody Loves You When You're Down and Out, Walking in the Queen's Garden, I Happen to Love You, and Come to Me. But really good stuff from them. Their third album without Van. They've gone into a more psychedelic direction, but great stuff. And if you don't know about it, check it out. And up next, one of my all-time favorite bands, this is REM. Their first full-length album, Murmur. This came out in 1983. This is a classic. It is so good. All the songs on here from start to finish are just fantastic. I know some people don't really care for REM, but I've been a fan ever since they put out Chronic Town in 1982. And I've seen them like 8 times over the course of their career. So yeah, I'm a really big REM fan. I always liked this band, always loved this album. There's great stuff on it. The Radio Free Europe, West of the Fields, Catapult, Laughing, Talk About the Passion, Perfect Circle, Shaking Through. All really good stuff from REM's first album, Murmur, from 1983. And up next, this is a bootleg of Opal. This is Opal early recordings. I guess this album was originally released as CD only, and some enterprising bootleggers put it out on vinyl, and it's pretty good. There's no songs on here that are on the volume 1 of early recordings, so this is all new stuff, but it's really good, really like in the more mellow vein as the volume 1 is. Like, it's different from their album Happy Nightmare Baby. That one has a more, it's mellow in some parts, but it's like got some harder sounding tune. But this is more like of the softer side, more acoustic based, but it's really good. If you like Opal, if you like the Rain Parade or Mazzy Star or any of those bands like that, just check this out. Check out Opal. They're really, really good. And up next, this is Wire, Chairs Missing. This was their second album from 1978. It's a little bit different than Pink Flag they were moving into a more experimental direction. One song on here was released as a single called I Am the Fly, which is really good. I like this whole album. Like I said, it doesn't sound at all like Pink Flag. It's more experimental, and it's pretty good. So if you don't know about this one, check it out. If you like Pink Flag, check this one out. It's really good. The Wire Chairs Missing from 1978. Up next, this is Wall of Voodoo, Dark Continent. This is their first full-length album. They put an EP out before this that had like a version of Ring of Fire, the Johnny Cash song, and it had like maybe 5 songs total on it. But this is their first full-length album, and it's new wave, kind of quirky sounding, electronic, but really good. I really like this album. With songs like Back in Flesh, Me and My Dad, Call Box 123, 2 Minutes Till Lunch, Red Light, Animal Day, This Way Out, Good Times, Tsetse Fly, Full of Tension, and Crack the Bell. Really good stuff from Wall of Voodoo, their first album from 1981. Really good stuff from Wall of Voodoo, new wave, electronic, really good stuff. Up next, this is The Strokes, their first album, called Is This It? Really good album from these guys. This is the only album by them that I have. I know they got like 5 or 6 albums out now, but this is the first one that was released in, it doesn't say, of course, but it was, I think 2001, because I kind of remember there was a little bit of controversy about this. There was a song on here called New York City Cops, and this was released around the time of 9/11. So it was kind of, the song was kind of putting down the New York City police. So they decided, because of, in light of what had happened, they removed that song from the album. But oh, but guess what? It's on here. But originally, this is a reissue, so originally it was deleted from the album, but it is on here. It's on the 4th song on side B. But yeah, it's pretty good. These guys, I always kind of felt that they were carrying on the tradition of great New York bands, like Velvet Underground, New York Dolls, and all the CBGB bands, Patti Smith and Television, and Blondie and Talking Heads and all of them. But yeah, it's great stuff from the Strokes. Really good album. I'm gonna have to start picking up their other albums, because I see them everywhere. I really need to get some more of them, but for now I have this one, and it's pretty good. The Strokes, Is This It? From 2001. And up next, this is Silverhead, 16 and Savaged. This is their second album from 1973. This is pretty good. It's kind of glam rock, hard rock. Kind of sounds a bit like the Faces to me. That some kind of slide guitar in here, and just Michael DeBar's raspy vocals kind of remind me of Rod Stewart. But yeah, it's good, pretty good album. This also includes Nigel Harrison, who later went on to be in Blondie for like one album or something. But yeah, pretty good. Kind of hard rock, glam, really good stuff from Silverhead. They do songs like Hello New York, More Than Your Mouth Can Hold, Only You, Bright Light, Heavy Hammer, Cartoon Princess, This Ain't a Parody, 16 and Savage. But great stuff from Silverhead. If you don't know about them, check it out. It's really good. If you like glam rock and hard rock, kind of a mix of both, pretty good album to check out. 16 and Savage by Silverhead. And up next, this is Led Zeppelin, Song Remains the Same soundtrack. This came out in 1976. I believe that's the date for this. But yeah, a lot of people, if you're a Zeppelin fan, you have this album. Everybody knows it. The great performances on here. If you've seen the movie, you probably know a lot about it already. But yeah, it's pretty good. Rock and Roll, Celebration Day, Song Remains the Same, Rain Song. Side 2 takes up, Dazed and Confused takes up all of side 2. And also No Quarter, Stairway to Heaven, and Moby Dick and Whole Lot of Love. But great live album from Led Zeppelin, from their movie of the same name, The Song Remains the Same. It was either 1975 or 1976, one of those. But great album from Led Zeppelin. And up next, this is Rod Stewart, Gasoline Alley. I think this is like his second or third album. This came out in 1971, I believe. And of course it doesn't say, but yeah, good stuff. I really love early Rod Stewart. The stuff he did in the late 70s and throughout the 80s, I just didn't really care for. But this stuff, his first few solo albums up until including Every Picture Tells a Story, those albums are so good. And I think the Faces back him on a lot of those albums. I don't think they're on here. Ronnie's on here. Ron Wood's on here. It doesn't really say. But yeah, really good stuff. He does a cover of It's All Over Now that the Stones had also covered. Only a Hobo, a Dylan song. My Way of Giving, which is a cover of a Small Faces song. Country Comforts, which is a Elton John and Bernie Taupin song. Cut Across Shorty, Lady Day, Joe's Lament, and You're My Girl. But yeah, really good stuff from early Rod Stewart from about 1971. It's a great album, really good stuff. So there you go for that. And then up next, this is Fleetwood Mac, English Rose. This is really good. This is like a combination of their first couple of albums, like they were combined songs from both albums for the U.S. market and put it out in this album. But yeah, it's pretty good. They do Stop Messing Around, Jigsaw Puzzle Blues, Dr. Brown, Something Inside of Me, Evening Boogie, Love That Burns, Black Magic Woman is really good on here. I've Lost My Baby, One Sunny Day, Without You, Coming Home, and Albatross. But really good stuff from Fleetwood Mac. I think this was probably their first U.S. album, but yeah, really good stuff. Fleetwood Mac, English Rose. And up next, this is the Pixies, Surfer Rosa. This is their first full-length album. But yeah, that's really good. Bone Machine is great. Break My Body, Something Happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Something Against You, Broken Faith, Gigantic is a great song. I really like that one. River Euphrates, Where Is My Mind, that's another good one. They're all good, but those are the standout tracks for me. Cactus, Tony's Theme, Oh My Golly, Vamos, I'm Amazed, and Brick is Red. And this was recorded in what, 80s, sometime in the late 80s, like 87, 88, somewhere around there. But yeah, really good stuff. A lot of people have this album. A lot of people know about it. Great album. First full-length album from the Pixies, Surfer Rosa. And just a couple more here. This is the Soft Machine. This is a reissue of their first two albums. But yeah, really good stuff. I really like Soft Machine. I like Kevin Ayers, even though he was only on the first album, but I really like his solo stuff too. But yeah, this is great. It's got Hope for Happiness, Joy of a Toy, another version of Hope for Happiness, Why Am I So Short, So Boot It at All, So Boot If At All, okay, A Certain Kind, Save Yourself, Priscilla, Lullaby Letter, We Did It Again, Plus Bell, Why Are We Sleeping? Yeah, and it's the first two albums put together in a 2-record set. I really need to get upgrades of this. I found this at half-price books for about $8. I paid $8 for this, and the records are in great shape. They're in really good shape. They play just beautifully. But the cover, as you can see, is water damage, there's tape along the top and the bottom. It's a mess. I want to get, oh yeah, there's a split there on the side too. But I want to get both the albums individually with their original covers and stuff. So, but this will do for now until I can get those. But yeah, Soft Machine, first two albums, really good stuff. This was released in 1973. So there you go, Soft Machine. And the last one here, this is Sonic Youth, Sister, their album from, I don't know, late 80s, like 88, 89, somewhere around there. But really good stuff. If you like Sonic Youth, you don't know about this album, you should check it out. But this is a reissue on Sonic Youth's own label, Goofin' Records. And they had to take a few pictures off because there was like some copyright thing going. There's another one there. But yeah, good album, a great album from Sonic Youth. So there you go. That's it for this week. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thanks to everyone who subscribed in the last week. Thanks to everyone who leaves comments. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're all enjoying your year so far. And I guess that'll do it for this week, BC. So we'll see you later. Take care.